What is up? It's Goblin Bob here, your source for mono red commander information. Today I've got 5 red wizards for you. Let's get right into it. First on our list we have the Duelcaster Mage. For 1 and 2 red we have a creature, human wizard, 2/2 with flash. And when Duelcaster Mage enters the battlefield, copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Its flavor text says, "It has been my experience that disasters like to strike in pairs." Some mono-red commanders you might want to play this in would be Zada, Hedron Grinder, Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker, Bergi, God of Storytelling, Toralf, God of Fury, and Ashling, Flame Dancer. Duelcaster Mage can also combo off with cards like Twin Flame, Heat Shimmer, and Molten Duplication, creating infinite creature tokens with haste, infinite ETBs, and infinite Magecraft triggers. For the combos, you'll need at least 1 creature on the battlefield and Duelcaster Mage in the spell in hand. You'll cast the spell, holding priority cast Duelcaster Mage, and as it enters the battlefield, you will copy the spell. You'll resolve the spell's copy, creating a token copy of Duelcaster Mage, and then repeat. Next on our list, we have the Harmonic Prodigy. For 1 and a red, we have a creature, human wizard, 1/3. With prowess, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. And if an ability of a shaman or another wizard you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Its flavor text says, "Each note strikes with deadly precision." Some commanders you might find this card useful in would be Delina, Wild Mage, Rionia, Fire Dancer, Valduk, Keeper of the Flame, Bergi, God of Storytelling, and Ashling, Flame Dancer. The Harmonic Prodigy combos off with Twin Flame, Stormkiln Artist, and Ardent Elementalist. To play the combo, Twin Flame must be in hand, Stormkiln Artist must be on the battlefield, and Harmonic Prodigy must be on the battlefield. Ardent Elementalist also must be on the battlefield. All you need is 1 and a red at that point. You cast Twin Flame by paying 1 and a red, targeting Ardent Elementalist. Stormkiln Artist triggers twice, creating 2 treasure artifact tokens. Resolve Twin Flame, creating a token copy of Ardent Elementalist with haste. When the Ardent Elementalist token enters the battlefield, it triggers, returning Twin Flame to your hand from your graveyard. Activate the treasures by tapping and sacrificing them, adding 1 and a red. Repeat. You'll get infinite creature tokens with haste, infinite ETBs, infinite Magecraft triggers, and infinite storm count. Next on our list we have the mono-red stacks creature, Magus of the Moon. For 2 and a red we have a creature, human wizard, 2/2 with non-basic lands or mountains. Its flavor text reads, "Tidal forces of the blood moon wrench and buckle the land, drawing monoliths of stone and soil toward the flaming orb." Some commanders you might find this card in would be Slicer, Hired Muscle, Zozu the Punisher, and Norin the Wary. It's the creature version of the card Blood Moon, an enchantment for 2 and a red that reads non-basic lands or mountains. The flavor text says, "Heavy light flooded across the landscape, cloaking everything in deep crimson." This card can really piss people off, and it really can shut down decks with a lot of non-basic lands. I've had it done to me, and it's not fun, unless you're the one playing it. Then, 10 out of 10, I recommend it. Speaking of fun, the next one on our list is Magus of the Wheel. For 2 and a red, we have a creature, human wizard, 3/3, with pay 1 and a red, tap, sacrifice Magus of the Wheel. Each player discards their hand, then draws 7 cards. Its flavor text reads, "Fate is not as fixed as you might think." This is the budget version of Wheel of Fortune, and can be found in commanders like Neheb the Eternal, Felden of the Third Path, Zerzoth, Chaos Rider, Perforos, Bronze-Blooded, and Norin the Wary. This is a great card if you have a lot of dead cards in hand, or no hand at all, and you want to draw 7 cards. The only problem is, it also lets your opponents draw 7 cards as well. But sometimes that can be good, as they might discard key pieces that they were holding in their hand. Last on our list, we have a card that's similar to the Magus of the Wheel, the Vindictive Flamestoker. For 1 red, we have a creature, Phyrexian Wizard, 1/2, with whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on Vindictive Flamestoker. For 6 and a red, sacrifice Vindictive Flamestoker, discard your hand, then draw 4 cards. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each oil counter on Vindictive Flamestoker. Its flavor text reads, "Her faith burns hot enough to sear away the flesh of the heretic." Some commanders you might find this in will be Zada Hedron Grinder, Urabrask, and Imodane the Pyrohammer. The reason I like this card is because it's 1 red, and you know you're going to cast non-creature spells, putting oil counters on it, making its wheel effect even cheaper. And it only affects you. So if you run out of cards in hand, you can draw 4 cards, or if you have dead cards in hand, you can discard them, draw 4 cards. Well, there you have it, 5 red wizards for Commander. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what you saw, please consider subscribing and drop a like on the video. Thanks so much. See you next time.